ghost that drags you to the afterlife, rain that makes you age, a baby in a jar that sees the dead, and a woman waiting on the beach to end the world. Before you play Death Stranding 2, you need to know what really happened. Death Stranding is one of the most confusing, polarizing, and strangely beautiful games ever made. But if you're looking at playing Death Stranding 2 and you never finished the first, you probably walked away asking, what is this game even about? So here it is, a full recap of the story as best as I can do it. Because once you understand what really happened in Death Stranding, it hits different. And by the end, you might realize it was never just about delivering packages. It was about connection.
See the sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out, there's no pretending.
To understand that journey, we need to go back to where it began. The Death Stranding itself. An extinction-level event that shattered the boundary between life and death. Ghosts called BTs now roam the earth. Invisible, deadly, and unrelenting in their pursuit to snuff out the living. Rain, now called timefall, accelerates everything it touches. Flesh rots in seconds, buildings crumble, and if a body isn't burned in time, it triggers a void out, an explosion so powerful it can erase an entire city. It was enough to send humanity underground, enough to leave us disconnected, terrified, isolated, the perfect build-up to the crescendo of extinction. However, not everyone stays hidden in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. Some still walk the surface. They call them porters, those who carry what's left of society on their backs. Most travel in teams for safety and for sanity, but one porter walks completely alone. He carries loss, he carries pain, and something else too, the potential to reconnect us all. That porter is you, Sam Porter Bridges, a man who fears being touched, who fears connection more than most. He's not trying to save the world, he just wants to survive it, to make it to the next sunrise. But death doesn't hold Sam the way it holds everyone else. He's a repatriate, so when he dies, he actually comes back, not metaphorically, physically. Something the world doesn't understand yet, and something Sam won't fully grasp until much later. But that's why he keeps walking. He walks to understand, he walks to experience, and at his core, he walks to help others. Even when nobody else can, even when everything and everyone is gone, still he walks. And that baby in a jar, she's not just equipment. She's watching, listening, feeling, and as the journey unfolds, she'll matter more than Sam could ever imagine. The story kicks off when Sam is suddenly pulled into something bigger. Bridget, the president of what's left of the United States and Sam's adoptive mother, is dying of cancer. And her final request to Sam, reconnect the country, rebuild the chiral network, and rescue her daughter, Amelie. But Sam refuses to do it.
So you are willing to help me?
No,
He doesn't believe in saving anyone, let alone rebuilding a country that, to him, is already gone. He spent too long carrying pain, too long walking alone. But then he sees her. He sees Amelie through a hologram. She smiles. It's familiar. It's gentle. There's a softness in her voice that pulls something out of Sam. Something he thought was buried. You see, Sam loves Amelie. Sam shares a connection with Amelie. And then she says the words that will echo through every mile of his journey.
I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
And so Sam walks, not for glory, not to save America, not even for hope. Sam walks for her, to understand what happened, to find out what this all means, and to finally see Amelie again. What Sam doesn't know is that Bridget and Amelie are actually the same person.
Amelie. Is French for soul. A soul that's a lie.
Two manifestations of a single being split between the world of the living, which is Bridget, and the world of the dead, or the beach, which is Amelie. Bridget's body, Amelie's soul. One working in the world of men, the other walking the shores of extinction. But not long into the journey, something else enters the picture. Something sinister. A man in a golden mask. He calls himself Higgs. Higgs was once a porter just like Sam. He believed in the mission, in rebuilding, in connection, until Amelie showed him the beach, and chose him, empowered him, and then abandoned him. That betrayal broke Higgs. He became a fanatic, a nihilist. He embraced extinction not as tragedy, but as purpose. And now he sees Sam not just as an obstacle, but a usurper, a new chosen one to be eliminated. You see, Sam's mission to reconnect America isn't simple. He has to travel west through wastelands, ruined cities, and storms of timefall, and through it all, Higgs waits. He appears when Sam is at his most vulnerable. He manipulates BTs, triggers voidouts, and treats extinction like performance art. Higgs isn't just an obstacle, he's a message. He believes America shouldn't be saved, that disconnection is the natural order now, and he's going to make sure the world ends on his terms. The worst part? He claims to work for Amelie. He says that she chose him, gave him his powers, and then abandoned him. Every encounter with Higgs is a warning. Rebuilding America comes at a cost, and Sam might not be ready to pay it. But Sam isn't alone on his journey. Fragile, a courier like Sam, once tricked by Higgs into carrying a bomb, she tried to stop it and he punished her. He made her walk through timefall naked, only her face protected by a mask. Her body aged decades, her soul even more. Then there's Mama. She gave birth during a void out. The baby died, but its ghost never left. She's tethered to it, stuck in one room, living with a loss that won't let go. Her sister Lockney won't even speak to her. Then there's Dead Man, who's stitched together from corpses. No parents, no childhood, no humanity. He searches for connection, not just function. And Hartman, who dies every 21 minutes, then searches the beach looking for his family 3 minutes at a time. He comes back, waits, and dies again. Not because it's rational, but because it's love. Everyone Sam meets is grieving, but they keep walking. They teach him that connection hurts, but disconnection destroys. Eventually, after endless steps and broken terrain, Sam finally reaches the West Coast, and he expects to rescue Amelie, to find her trapped, waiting to be saved. But she's not trapped. She's not even human in the way Sam thought. She's the Extinction Entity, the EE, the final catalyst of death. She is the beach. She is the end, just like the Ice Age, just like the dinosaurs. Every era has an extinction, and she exists to bring about ours. But she doesn't want to. She loves humanity. She wants to believe they can change. She needs to see that someone still cares. So she gives Sam a choice.
I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
Stay with her and let it end? Or return to the world and buy humanity time? Sam chooses hope, no matter the cost.
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
He's walked too far to give up now. But the choice has a price. If he chooses to save humanity, he cannot return to the world of the living.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. always be with you.
His body stays behind, trapped on the beach. And as he walks it alone for what seems like years, the truth is revealed to him. Sam was never supposed to be here. He died before he was even born. But Amelie brought him back. He was the first successful bridge baby, the first repatriate. That's why he can sense death. That's why the beach follows him. In those haunting flashbacks, the soldier chasing him and Lou through dreams, that's his father, Clifford Unger. He was used, a government experiment. They stole Sam from him. He died trying to save his son, and his grief echoed across the beach. He wasn't hunting Lou, he was trying to reach Sam, to hold his boy one last time. And when he does, he finally says goodbye. Because what Amelie never told Sam, what she may have never fully understood herself,
I wanted to set you free from death once and for all.
was that by saving him all those years ago, by pulling him back from death, she fractured the natural order. She created a living paradox. And in doing so, she opened the door between life and death. BTs, void outs, the beach, all of it began the moment Sam was given life he was never meant to have.
Not long after, the Death Stranding occurred. The dead clung to our world, and BTs used my beach to cross over and devour them, triggering more void outs. A catalyst that would set the world on a path to extinction.
And it's once Sam finds out all this that Amelie releases him. Not as a test, but as a second chance. But Sam would have never made it back from the beach regardless unless it was for his friends and the connections he made along the way. Because those people that he met during this entire journey were searching for him this entire time. Fragile, who never stopped walking. Dead Man, who found his humanity. Hartman, who kept dying for love. Connection ultimately saved Sam and returned him to the world of the living. But he's not the same man. He's crossed a broken America, braved death, faced extinction, and uncovered the truth of who he is. He's not just a courier, not just a repatriate, not just a man who walked alone. He's the boy who died before he was born, the son who was saved, and the man who chose to save others. Once Sam returns to the land of the living, he is faced with one final order. Dispose of the BB, Lou. To everyone else, she's just equipment, a tool, a number in a jar, but not to Sam. Lou was with him through everything, every fall, every fight, every lonely step. When the storms came, when the beach called, she was there. He protected her, talked to her, connected to her. Not because he had to, because she mattered, because he saw himself in her. Sam was once Lou, an unborn life caught between worlds, a child who never had a chance until someone gave him one. And now it's his turn. End her story here, or give her the future he never had. It's his choice. And once again, Sam Porter Bridges chooses hope. He chooses to save Lou. He chooses to give Lou the life that he never had. He rips out the IV, defies the order, and in that moment, the man who once feared touch now holds life in his arms. He gives her a name, and with that, everything changes. Not just for Sam, but for all of us. Because Death Stranding was never just about ghosts, rain, and cargo. It was about grief, about healing, about the walk forward even when the world tells you to give up. And now, with Lou in his arms, Sam proves what the journey was really for. That sometimes what saves the world isn't the strongest, it's the most connected. And we go into the second game with these lessons being learned.